What's up, guys? We're out here at Knuckle Up here in Houston, Texas. This is basically the place that you want to be for Dory style, super low, super slam drift cars. Other than Final Bout, this is the place you want to be here in the United States. And I just wanted to make this video today to kind of put a highlight on all the 86 cars driving here, because this is the future of drifting. And we got the best himself, Amani, style king, here to start it off by showing us his car. Let's take a look.
Hello guys, this is my 2015 Subaru BRZ. I have a real Blitz front bumper, some VLAN headlights, I got some rep Minervas, real Vertex side skirts, my 2018 tail lights, and of course we're in Texas, ho. This is my fake aim gain wing, and I went E85 on this with bolt-ons pretty much, just headers and a muffler. So interior wise, I just got a Valenti steering wheel, e-brake button, custom shift knob, and that's about it.
Wait, what's that little switch right there?
Switch? Oh, that's for the sex lights.
Shit. All right, Amani, thank you so much for showing us your car. It's really clean. I love the Blitz bumper. The Minervas are great, even though they're reps. But yeah, I got a couple more questions for you. So basically, what got you into drifting? I'm really curious. Everybody's a little bit different, but what got you into drifting?
So what gave me the itch for drifting really started off from watching Tokyo Drift. Midnight Club, you know, all the racing games kind of just built on that. So
makes sense. All right, so so why'd you choose this car? This car wasn't in Midnight Club. Why'd you choose this one?
So I had a couple E30s, a couple older cars, the E36. They weren't reliable, in my opinion, to just bash for years. I didn't feel like paying $300 every 2 weeks, every month I was paying for a car note. So I was like, look, let me just go buy a newer car and thrash it.
I feel like we were born a little too late for those older cars. It's getting to that point.
This is Reiwa style.
Style right here.
This is a new age style of drifting. So that's why I picked this car.
All right, and the last question I got for you basically is, okay, so you've been driving for like about a year and a half, 2 years now, right? I mean, you've been driving longer than that, but with this chassis, you've only been driving about like 2 years. So do you have any tips for new drivers of this ZN6 chassis?
Really get it tuned, practice with just inner tie rods, because these cars have no angle.
What kind of tune? What do they need to adjust?
Oh, just like an OFT tablet. But you know, of course, if you go get a custom tune at a dyno shop, it'll be better for your car. But yeah, just drive. Get out there and drive.
All right, so I guess I'll just show off my own car, since this is like the last time I'll probably be able to do this before I sell it, since I'm moving to Japan. But it's pretty basic, simple, nothing too crazy. No Futago kit, just a regular stock TRD rep kit from Base and R, paint matched to the same color as the car. And then those are the gun blue 57 DRs from Rays. Definitely one piece is better than three piece. I don't care what anybody says. What else do we got? I'm on regular BC 8K coilovers. Not as low as I'd like to be in the rear, but one of these days I'll make one lower than that. Other than that, I've just got the stock tail lights. I love the chrome stock 13 tail lights, and the stock 13 wing. I like that as well, so I just kept that on there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the exterior. Moving on in the interior, same kind of essence, really just simple, nothing too crazy, no crazy colors, just a black Nardi Works Bell hub, Tomei shift knob, Cusco drift button, and then the leatherette Subaru aftermarket dash piece. But that's it. And then to kind of continue the interviewing thing I've been doing with everyone else, the reason why I started drifting is because of, sounds kind of lame, but just Tokyo Drift, honestly. That's kind of what got me interested in it first. I think I was one of those guys who also really wanted an S13 back in the day, but couldn't really justify it since they're getting so old. And I've fell in love with this car ever since, and I think I'm going to stick with this chassis for the rest of my life, probably. Maybe get an R32 also one day, hopefully, but I think this is going to be my main drift chassis. And then if I have any tips for any new drivers, don't add angle to your car at all. Keep it stock for at least a year or two of driving, and just learn the car with its restrictions as it is. And I think that'll make you a better driver in the long run. But that's just my opinion. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll keep these videos going through. All right, guys, next up we got Wataru here. He's another dude with really shiny, nice wheels. So this is actually his first event today. So let's, why don't you show us around your car?
So this is my 2014 Scion FRS. It's hot lava. I have a Basin R kit, full kit all around. Spec D headlights, and then I have the Serb 2s. I just got those recently. These are my first full set of real wheels. And then taillights are Valentis. And onto the interior, I have a Momo steering wheel. And I have a custom-made acrylic shift knob and some shirts, tucked in gloves.
I like that shift knob. First off, what got you into drifting? Why did you start drifting? Yeah, what got you interested?
I think it was based off of my friend. He took photos of drifting and whatnot, and I thought it was cool. It was something I wanted to do. My family dabbled in it here and there, so figured I'd give it a try, and here I am.
Bro, you're not even gonna mention that your dad took you to Ebisu when you were a kid?
Well, yeah, that's it. That's what I meant.
This guy.
I wanted something modern. I did like the old cars, but I didn't want the hassle of that and whatnot. So I wanted a cool little, modern coupe and whatnot, and this came up. Just had to do it,
All right, I know this is your first day, but based on what you've learned so far, what is something you recommend for a new driver of this chassis specifically?
This chassis.
Still learning?
Yeah, still learning. We're getting there. Just hit a Seto. I mean, that's for any car really, but just do a Seto and have fun.
All right, so next up on our driver highlight today, we've got BWay. Now, BWay is one of the OGs here. He's one of the first ones that started drifting this track here in Texas. So we all really look up to him, and I'm happy to have him here so he can show us kind of what he's got going on. All right, take us around your car, bro.
All right, so pretty simple on exterior mods, honestly. It's just some cheap Amazon lip, just because since we're out here drifting, if we blow it up, it's not a big deal. As you can see, it's already damaged from earlier today. I ate a tire. But other than that, we've got VLAN headlights, which are a must. They look way better than the stock 13 headlights. So I would definitely recommend those if you're running this chassis. Other than that, we've got stock STI side skirts that are paint matched, along with these extra little extension pieces I added so that the whole car would be kind of level from the front to the back. Other than that, we've also got Conte KNPs, 18 by 9.5 plus 22. I found that it's pretty much like the perfect fitment for this chassis, honestly. STI rear spats that are paint matched, Valenti taillights, Valenti fourth brake, muffler delete. I've got a TRD wing here, and then another just like cheap eBay roof spoiler. Got it because it follows the body line, and honestly that was kind of the selling point for me. Interior wise, we've got a Valenti steering wheel, an NRG 2.5 quick release, and a D&D short hub, all in red to match the red interior accents, along with the red drift button, simple stuff like that. And then honestly, that's about it, really.
All right, so BWay, I wanted to ask you a couple more questions right here. So basically, what inspired you to start drifting in the first place?
Honestly, watching like early 2010s YouTube videos of people street drifting or people drifting on track, like Ryan Turk back when he had the black 240 with the DA livery on it. That was like prime for me, made me want to go drift every day. So yeah, I really wanted to get a 240. Couldn't really afford one at the way the market is nowadays. It's a mess. So honestly, this was the next best thing. It's basically another S chassis, pretty much. So basically, my tip would just be keep it stock. Maybe throw it on coils just to get it a little stiffer, and then just go to your local track, do some training days, try to get the hang of it. And honestly, once you start progressing, you'll learn what you want to help with your driving style and what would help you make the most of it, and pretty much just go from there, honestly.
All right, thank you so much, BWay. I got Christian right here with me. It's another white BRZ, but before we started looking at his car, I wanted to mention today's sponsor for the video. It's Texas Tires and Parts. They're the best place in Texas if you want a free alignment. Christian, take it away. Let's see your car.
Cool. Yeah, so this is my 2013 BRZ. It's really simple, to be honest with you guys. We've got the STI style kit on the car. I'm a really big fan of just OEM stuff, so it keeps the car simple and clean. Wheels, we've got classic RPF ones. I went with gold because I've seen a lot of this chassis just with silver wheels, and I wanted to do something a little bit different with the contrast. So whole car is styled with a gold and white theme going on. I got some Valenti taillights on the back, cat back, flex fuel tuning, nothing too crazy. On the inside here, we've got the Valenti steering wheel, some eBay shift knob, Shirts tucked in, of course. But other than that, that's really about it. Pretty simple car.
All right, Christian, thank you so much for taking some time to show us around your car. I think it looks super clean, super sleek, super simple. What kind of inspired you to get into drifting? What was the first thing?
So for me, a couple of things really. Tokyo Drift was always like a real big inspiration.
Of course.
I never really knew that drifting could exist at this level. Outside of things like movies. But yeah, I started practicing on sim about a year and a half ago. I really decided that I was like, hey, I can, actually get into this. So I went out, bought the 86, and decided to start swinging it around on track, and it's been uphill from there. So
why did you choose this car?
There was a lot of debate on what car I actually wanted to go with because I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to drift the car when I first got it. I knew that the 86 was obviously kind of like the new age, car to look after. You've got the Corolla 86, and that's kind of the king of drifting, so to speak, or the grandfather. And so I thought, getting another 86 and bringing the new age style to it was the way to go. So
definitely. So do you have any tips for anyone that wants to start driving this chassis?
Start slow. I threw myself.
That's not hard in this car.
I threw myself into this shit really fast, and I say start slow, but you got to go really fast in this car to actually get it to even slide. You don't need a whole lot though to get started. Really, on this car, it's got a good handbrake. The handbrake works, so you don't need a hydro. You can do stock angle for a little while. It's hard, but you can do it. It's a good car.
I think you got it. Keep it simple. Yeah, thank you so much, Christian. All right, last one of the day. We got the Louisiana man himself right here, Noah, and he's going to take us around his super stylish BRZ. Yeah, take it away.
Thanks, Nick. I'm Noah from Louisiana. To start off, the kit, it's a Futago line shop from David Bob. Next up, we have the pink gram lights that are discontinued now, that are worth money. Just got discontinued, yeah. Suspension-wise, it's on stance coils, cut knuckles from Unicorn Racing, and that's about it for front suspension. Rear has the stance lower control arms, so dropped it a good bit. Then we have the clear tails and dual MXP Comp RS exhaust. So as far as outside, that's about it. Inside, purple NRG seats with the Dead Boys steering wheel that took about a year and a half to come in. Likewise, shift knob, gloves from Shirts Tucked In, and the helmet from Race Quip. A lot of flake. The car is also tuned on E85. It's full bolt-ons.
Nice, man.
So, yeah, that's about it. So, Nick, here you go.
What made you choose this chassis over the Mustang?
Yeah, the Mustang was a really good car, but the worst thing about it is no angle and too much power. And it just overall isn't the greatest chassis to start off with. Switching over to the BRZ and doing a lot of sim driving, it changed the game.
All right, also, last thing, so you've been drifting for about like a year, 2 years?
2 years.
So what is something, this chassis specific, that you would recommend, like someone who's just starting out? What would you tell them to do if you had some advice for them?
Just pretty much do a BRZ to start off with. That, don't get a Z.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. All of everybody's Instagrams will be in the bottom. Subscribe, like if you want more Z6 content. We're going to keep pushing more stuff out on this channel. Yeah, thank you so much.